One moment you're telling yourself, I got this. The next, you're lying awake wondering, what am I even doing with my life? You're not broken. You're navigating a decade no one actually prepared you for. Because from the outside, your 20s are painted as the amazing years. This is where you're supposed to launch a successful career, lasting relationships, and figure out who you are. Society treats this chapter like the foundation for everything that comes next. The pressure is quiet but constant. You've entered the real world, they say, as if you weren't already in it. And with a diploma in hand, the expectation to land a job in your field and start doing something meaningful starts to feel less like ambition and more like a deadline. That weight, it's not just stress. It's the collision of identity, purpose, and uncertainty. And it's why so many people feel lost in their 20s. There's actually a name for what you're feeling, the quarter-life crisis. It's not just about confusion. It's a full-on identity shakeup, often triggered by the pressure to figure everything out before you hit 30. One of the loudest sources of that pressure? Your career. In your 20s, it's common to hop between jobs. Not just for a better salary, but in the hope of finding something that feels right. But when every role still feels off, it's easy to wonder if that fulfilling, purpose-driven job even exists at all. And then there's your personal life. Your feed fills with engagement announcements, baby photos, and career wins, turning someone else's timeline into a benchmark for your own. Add to that the overwhelming freedom to be whoever you want, and it's no wonder you feel stuck, because choosing who to become, without a clear map, can feel more like drowning than discovering. But this isn't just a phase of trial and error. Feeling lost in your 20s can quietly chip away at your mental health. This decade isn't only about building a career or finding the one. It's also about answering bigger, scarier questions. Who am I really? What do I value? What kind of life do I want to build? And the pressure to have it all figured out, to make the right moves, to not fall behind, can turn everyday uncertainty into constant anxiety. You worry about wasting time, about choosing wrong, about not living up to what the world, or even your younger self, thought you'd become. Left unchecked, this stress can snowball into burnout, self-doubt, or even depression. But here's the truth. You're not failing. You're rebuilding. You're just in the messy middle of becoming someone you haven't met yet. Here's what they don't tell you. You don't have to figure everything out at once. What you need is a way to move forward. One honest, grounded step at a time. Start by setting realistic goals. Not build a 6-figure career in 6 months, but update my resume this week, or talk to someone in a field I'm curious about. Small, achievable wins create momentum and confidence. Then, give yourself permission to explore. Try something new. Pick up a forgotten hobby. Curiosity is not a distraction, it's a compass. You might discover a path you didn't know existed. And don't do this alone. Surround yourself with people who get it. Friends who let you vent, mentors who've been through it, or even strangers online who remind you that you're not the only one feeling this way. If the anxiety feels too heavy to carry, ask for help. There's no shame in therapy or support groups. Sometimes clarity comes from saying things out loud to someone trained to listen. Most importantly, come back to yourself, your values, your pace, your version of success. Because the more you tune in to what truly matters to you, the less pressure you'll feel to chase what doesn't. Figuring out what you want to do with your life feels daunting, scary, and let's be real, often unrealistic. But here's the thing. Feeling lost in your 20s is not just your journey. It's a shared experience many of us go through. Understanding this so-called quarter-life crisis and the ways to navigate it can help shine a light on the path to both personal and professional fulfillment. So, if you're in your 20s right now, feeling lost and scared, know this. You are not alone. I wish I had a magic fix or perfect words to make everything better. The truth is, the best advice might sound simple, even unsatisfying. Take it one day at a time. Look for small wins, moments of joy, and reasons to keep going. Because sometimes, that's enough to keep moving forward.